Alright, so this will be... I feel like I want to just do this as a... I'm not going to be able to run the other train the other train system until I get the other train stuff in place. I don't need that. What I need is a red wire from here to here to here. Alright, so this is going to be wall defense train request. It's going to be for wall segments. We're going to say that seems fine. I'm going to say our request threshold is 200. Ammo, red. Turrets. Say 100. Repair packs. 100. I think that's all we need for now. Right, I should not be requesting out here at this time. Because I'm going to have to manually drive this train back out of here. Because of not having all the rail done yet. We can go back to depot now. I think I want only one side of this to be unloading it. Keeping with the raid. Welcome, raiders. How was the Elden Ring? How was the Elden of the Rings? Alright, so we're going to set this up so that it has the capability of doing logistics if we want. You found a boss that won't let you win. How dare it? That is very rude of it. Okay, so we need to make... Let's do this. Let's go ahead and grab this wall. place this wall here. I do want to bring flame turrets in here as well. I need to set up a fluid request for that. Finish that segment. Silly robots. So we need to make... I'm getting the feeling I'm not going to get all of this done tonight by a long shot. Starting later than intended was definitely not helping things. So we need to make roboports. To make these, we need to make red circuits. We also need to make... We need to also actually make robots. And I want to include robots as part of the request that goes through for placing everything here. Let's see. Grab that. Probably should, you know what, we're just gonna overkill. Okay, from here, I have a splitter. This is going to do red ammo. I am apparently out of yellow belt. That's fine. Poor fish trying to be deconstructed there. Okay, this... That looks fine. This will just enable us to put gates here to extend the rail through the wall at a later time. Now we just need to bring all of the... I guess we might want to add blue inserters, yellow belt. I can probably do those with all yellow inserters, really, but I think... Let's look at my inventory on the LTN here. Apparently I'm not pushing the inserter station onto LTN. There we go. We do have yellow inserters, so we could bring yellow inserters and yellow belt as part of this. What I would really like to do is have a radar here. Does the radar not do what I thought it did? Sink the island, make Atlantis. It's not an island, though. It's just a big chunk of land it's got connections all over the place. I was hoping that I could pull ghosts, use the radar to pull ghost signals. Let's go over here and see what we can get off the roboport that we have. So I can read network contents, I can read robot stats. I do want to have... Request worker robots from other roboports to station in this one. Interesting. Don't really need them to do that. The construction doesn't show as requests. Alright, well, I was hoping I could get more info out of it that way. Because what would be nice to have this do is have a section that's just for the construction. But I guess having some around... We'll add those. That's probably fine. One splitter that it needs to be, because it's not always going to be exactly this way anyway. And having some belts and stuff to repair it just in case it does get broken is not a bad thing. I want... I don't have remotely enough stuff to make more of those. What I want from here is robot stats. I want total construction bots. We're just going to use the actual symbol. Because what I want down here is to be able to say construction bots minus 100. And then logistic bots minus 100. Because we might switch... We may eventually switch that over to logistic bots. Want filters for construction and logistic bots. The other thing we would do is have maybe this is a this is likely going to end up being a box for each thing. That's the general idea that for that part. So I think we need two things to happen here next. In our mall, we need to make red chips, taquitos. Is taquitos the thing of which you were intending there? Is Pain hungry? Is that what's going on here? This probably should be more like 500 for now. Plastic we can order in. We'll make wire. And we'll make the green chips local. That's a lot of assemblers. I have deciphered your thing. $67 assemblers making red chips. I don't think I have enough iron plate and stuff coming in to support that right now. I can fix probably both of those by making more, or converting stuff to red. So let's start by going to... Let's start by going here. I might have enough red. This one's actually looking okay in terms of getting belts through. Getting ore to the end of the belt, that is. Iron that is very much underperforming here. So let's do this. See what that changes for getting ore to the end of these belts. See if that makes this work any better. I don't know how to undo the upgrade plan. I don't have red undergrounds. Okay. The lack of ore on this side is causing us problems here. In terms of how much ore that we're able to process here. Do I not even have yellow? I have a yellow underground. Go. Steel is going through. Steel is staying busy. The only way we're making that faster is if we beacon it up. That appears to be... So 10 minutes on... There's definitely a nice little bump in our iron plate production. I think the loading here is going... Loading here seems to be keeping up. It doesn't seem to be getting behind. Alright, how are we doing on this patch? 150k, 42k. It's doing what it can do. Alright, so our red circuits with 60 assemblers, it's going to take a bit of room. There's another nest up there. Definitely need to get the need to get busy on the defenses, which we're sort of shuffling other things in the mix here. Where best to do green chips, or red chips rather. Maybe here. Alright, let's get this started. Silly trees out of the way. All right. For this one, let's put our request on the outside or the inside of the block here. And then we'll do our provide. Same spot. Okay. I should go get the combinators I need. And the power poles. We have those being made right up here. I also need to go get blue inserters and all that other miscellany. Um, That's fine. Have a good night, Pain. Thank you for the raid. And I guess we'll figure out what we're doing tomorrow, as we usually do at the very last minute. Okay, so back over here. Oh no, I need to go here and get inserters. Still don't have... All the red undergrounds have gone to the fast loaders. Which is unfortunate, but such is life. That's fine. Park. All right. Okay, so let's see here. This tree is in the way. We want to look at this mess of things. We're going to need a lot more assembling machines than what we have. To start with, we need to request iron, copper, and plastique. I guess copper, I really need to have, like... I'm going to go through a lot more copper than I do anything else. Go ahead and turn that on. Should be a train on the way here. Getting plastic right now. We got a nice amount of plastic sitting there waiting for us. All right, so I guess so. We need 12 assemblers making electronic or the green circuits. 2, 4, 6. So basically, we need this block for making the green circuits. So let's just copy that. If we have... How does that translate to belts? 1.1, I think that's yellow belt. So if we make that... If we make the output belt of the green circuits at least red belt, we can take here, vertical flip to this, to that. So we'll make that red belt coming out of here. So now we just need to have yellow loaders on me. I do. So we're going to say copper. Iron. All right, so we got copper there. Iron to there. Iron to there. Well, I think this one... bring that way. Just to make it a little bit nicer. What I didn't pick up at the logistics station was more yellow belt. So we need to go do that. We also need more red belt, but not that much. I need to make all of these other parts too. Be able to get some of this started. Even though it won't run anywhere close to the capacity that it's supposed to run at for a while. We can at least get started making some of the green chips. And then from there... So how many... It's 18... So I think we need 10... more assemblers making green wire to feed into all of these assembling machines. So probably want 2 lines of 5. Probably be able to, let's see, if we change this to 60. That gives us 450. So 60, so one per 6 assembling machines of those. So I need 10 assemblers. So I basically need 70 assemblers to go to make the copper wire and red chips. That's also half a belt plastic bars and electronic circuits, and then a full belt of copper cables coming off of these. So if I take this to here, and then say plastic, plastic, that gets me those two things sorted out. So I need to have, I guess, 6 lines of 10 machines. Factory planner, let's pin this again. I think I can split, if I upgrade this to red, at least down to that far, I think I can get away with taking copper off of this line. 2, 3, 4, 5. I want a splitter. Okay, like that. So there's that set, and now I just need 6 lines of 10, or it'd be easier terms of how the copper cable needs to, or how the belt's split up and everything. If I just had, if I could have 30 in a row. That's 9. That's 10. But that's going to be way too long. Let's see. I have to have 2 lines of inputs. That's 4. That's 40 of them so far. And I'm basically out of room in the pattern that I'm doing. Making the pattern vertical isn't going to help me here. How can I fit what I want to do in? So many of these things. I need... Where on the tech list is assembler 3s? Purple science. Realistically, I'm not that far off from it. If I did this with assembler 3s, then I only need 40 of them. So many still. I can make them with EM plants, then I only need 16. Well, 17. So much better. Okay, if I make this... If I make the limit 40, how many does that give me? 300 per minute. That's going to have to do. So we're going to end up with this mess, and it is a mess. I need this belt split 3 ways. Okay. This belt also needs to split 3 ways. But it's going to be a little trickier to get the splits the way I want them. I have it there. I can do that. Give me that connection. Okay. Getting there. We're getting our... We're getting these starter red circuits sorted out so that we can actually get the rest of the things we need made. Except for I don't have anywhere nearly enough assemblers. Alright, so power... That's connected. There. Okay, this just needs these two belts. I should have brought more yellow belts. This can have a splitter. Okay, and then... go. So we just need a whole pile of assemblers. Which I think will make... What do yellow assemblers take? They need speed mod 1s. speed mod 1s are red and green circuits. So we'll need to, for making the tier 3, we'll need to ship red and green circuits and make speed mod 1s. That's fine. Because we'll have red circuits for that. So I think the next thing we need to do, even though we are still like running out of stuff here, is to make, I think right here we're going to make assemblers. So I really don't care about assembling machine 1. We're going to say 10 of these per minute and 10 of these per minute. And we'll also have at least the speed mod 1s. I don't know. Maybe it makes sense to also make things like quality mods and then other stuff. It might make sense to work on setting up the assembling machines to upcycle at some point. Although we have to go to we have to at least go to Fulgora before we can do that, so probably not. So for now we're going to say that. We need that and those. So one machine, or two machines making gears to keep up with this pace. We're going to go with one and call it good. I missed. All right, so then we're also going to do provide. And request. Merge that. Merge that. Switch this red wire to go from here to here to here. That. Iron plates. Let's do 2,000. Set this request threshold to 1,000. Pin this, so we need steel and green circuits in here as well. Circuits. All right, that should be fine. This can be turned on. We don't need to do a whole lot of special stuff here. We can have, in fact, actually, let's remove all of that. Green. Like that. Probably should get the rest of the signals in here so that things don't get stuck. We can just go ahead and remove that half of the unloader, or of the provider side as well. We don't need that much. This is going to be making that's going to be making gears. We're just going to use red belt for this because that's what I have. I don't have inserters either. We need to go get... We gotta go get stuff. Trains haven't been getting stuck for a while, so that's good. Let's take... I didn't want that many. 50 will probably be fine. Okay. Doesn't matter if I go back there to finish that part yet, because we don't have any of the assemblers that it needs to finish it. Okay, so this will go... So if I have... I probably don't need that much stuff for this. It's just a matter of how do I arrange it. At least not for the current one. I can just redo the whole thing when I get to the making the yellow ones. Okay, so if we say... Let's put one of these here, making this assembler. You filter to the green circuits. Okay, so that makes those. This will make this kind. This will make gears. Here we need red chips and steel. Or not red chips, green chips and steel. Then we need another one of those over here. Let's seed a little bit of steel into this thing. Enable when blue assembling machines is less than 500. There we go. Now the steel that I seeded here is not going to last very long. I am guessing... we got 1,600. It should be able to pull. All right. So that's a start. We can go back up here. I'm going to turn our roboport off and manually place stuff. Okay, that's flowing. Okay, I think we can let this just do the rest of it. It's fine. Get off the tracks. All right, we got red ships flowing a little bit. Not going to do well until we get a lot more stuff, but it's a start. I think I just spotted a three-way. How did that happen? I don't know how that happened. That should be safe from deadlocks like that. Weird. Okay. All of that part's done. This will help our production of our various little... Actually, did that get all of them? Toasties. Cool. We got it. All of that built. That will help a lot. So this will definitely help all of our assembler production. Not assembler, our robot arms. The inserter production. That's what it's going to help. Okay, so that's done. We need to make roboports and robot stuff. We also need to make science, but I need the robots. So what do... Flying robot frames, so we're going to need so much stuff to make those. I think for the moment, I just need to get that wall finished with... Oh, I need to go somewhere and just make a bunch of landfill. Let's go here to our initial stone outpost. We're going to make a little thing to give us some landfill. So we're just basically going to take one of these. This still has a bunch of slots in it. This is going to make landfill. When landfill is less than 3,000, let's say. Not a lot of stone left in this particular patch. At which point, all of this stuff that we're doing here needs to go somewhere else, but for now. Only 22k copper left, and 120k iron ore left in that patch. Good. Let's put a green arm there just to make that faster. Minor problem. I like being able to get around all of our stuff with the train now. Alright, we're going to see how far that gets us up here. Guessing probably not as much as I'd really like. Definitely not. I really wish the ghost check would tell us, but it doesn't. This will all be useful. All the logistic connection, everything will be useful later. For now, it doesn't really help us, but... once we get more things connected, then we'll be in good shape with that. Why did you go that way? And how did you reserve a path before you were... I'm not sure how they reserved a path without locking me out of the path. It's weird. Okay. Maybe we got enough? You got enough. Okay, so now that we have enough, we can turn this request on. And the trains can bring us all the stuff that we need to finish this. I could potentially... let's make a parking block here. Make a parking segment so we can park our train. Do you mind building the stuff I need? Bots, please? Why is this not... Okay, so I'm putting that. That did not connect to the right thing. I may have the wrong... I probably have the wrong signaling on a whole bunch of stuff right now. Turn off. Let's see. Wall defense. Train construction. This is going to have the yellow. Yellow inserters. Yellow undergrounds. Ooh, let's not get ran over. I really should make all of these yellow. The yellow should be plenty fast enough. Turret coverage on that whole wall segment, so that's good. We still have time on our pollution cloud, but it is getting shorter because that cloud is getting further out. And we still have to defend this area over here. I think it's going to be this segment, like a wall here, and a wall probably like right here for these two segments. And maybe across this area, and possibly something here. I'm not even sure what's in that spot right now. So all of the, it looks like the end one has 10 bullets in it. We do need to get the Roboport coverage up at some point because we need that for repairing everything. But that's going to have to come later. For now, at least we have some turret coverage. I didn't like that tree. It had to be shot. Okay, so I think we're gonna call things there. We've got a good supply of assemblers now. We got that solved. We got train things that are still causing us some problems, but not as bad. Wait. I just saw something that's actually a very expensive problem. That we need to resolve here. I don't have any fuel in my pocket. Fuel. Why did you drop the interrupt? Go get gas. I am really thinking I need to switch off of LTN because I think it's LT, or not LTN, off of Cybersyn, because I think it's Cybersyn that's screwing with the groups. And I think they had to do some messing with the groups in order to ensure things would work correctly for some of the other things. But it seems like more screwing with groups has been done than really should be. All right, so the issue here, yeah, those are the towers. These towers have been on the same side of the belt as the I know what I need to do here, because this is set. This doesn't have a setting. This just disables. This isn't set up to disable itself. So this should be disabled. Well, it should be enabled when heat pipe is less than 500. This. Now those can go in here. Well, we have enough of those to last a while. We have 50 of the solar power towers. Whoops. That wasn't supposed to happen. So it's still going to load the copper up. So when it needs to make more, it'll make more. But at least we won't make... At least we won't fill this belt with them. Because those are expensive. I probably will make more of it, because it does produce a good chunk of power. And I'm pretty sure we probably have, yeah, we got full battery full steam batteries. We could even add a bunch more tanks in this empty space. I probably should, at some point, add more tanks to the empty space. But for now, I think that's going to do it. Next time, let's look at... let's do... some bot things. So we're going to need... roboports. We're going to say 2 per minute. Construction bots. Let's say 20 per minute and see what that gets us. Logibots, 20 per minute as well. Yellow chests, we're going to say 10 per minute. Sure, why not? And 10 blue per minute. And 10 red per minute. So roboports, not really a big deal. We can make roboports like crazy, not a problem. The construction bots, big thing here is going to be dealing with the batteries and the electric engine units. I do have lubricant available. I don't know if it's properly on the network yet. That we can split the gears between engines and roboports, probably. Maybe, I'm not sure. We'll see on that. And that's making the electric engines and batteries. So that's not terrible. Sulfuric acid. Sulfur requires the petroleum gas, so we either need to have petroleum gas. We probably should make somewhere something that just keeps the various oil or oil products like the light oil, petroleum gas, and heavy oil available for distribution. It's something we probably should look at doing at some point. Logistic bots, really the same thing except for red circuits instead of green, not a problem. And making the boxes is also not a problem. Alright, so there's the mess that we need to put together for that, apart from getting the petroleum gas. I don't need plastic here, so I think this makes sense to just get petroleum available on a train stop and not worry about anything else. We do need to hook this up to LTN because right now that's not, or CyberSyn, that's not available on train logic yet. All right, I think I think we go ahead, hop in our train. Let's go park our train. So that it can unload all the extra junk. And I think our next things is going to be, we've got to get the roboports done so that we can have this fully set up. And then I think after that, we'll finally get around to doing the rest of our science things, because we do need to get red, green, and black science all done, and blue science. We don't need huge production of them. I'm not going to worry about making like any massive science production of anything. But we do need to get at least enough to be able to make progress. And then we can get our... we can finish getting defenses set up and look at actually getting into space. I would really like to make it to get to Fulgora. I think I am heavily leaning towards Fulgora first. Is my current plan. Because I want to get the recyclers going and start working on setting up some quality stuff for certain things. Like getting quality assemblers feels like it would be a good thing. Let's see. Does this have... oh, it does have it. Like if I could get even up to rare assembler 3s. Rare assembler 3s, we only need 25 of those, and that's pretty nice already. What if we make that legendary? Legendary, we only need 16. So I'd like to get towards the upcycling and stuff like that at some point, just to really mess with it more. But yeah, for now, we're going to save that. We're going to hit wrap up. Let's see. I think let's go say hi to Wes, because we haven't said hi to Wes in a little while. All the rarities. Thank you all for hanging out. We will be back. Fantastic timing during an ad break. That's the way it goes. Yeah, we should be back tomorrow playing something with D-Pain. I don't know what we're doing yet. Maybe we'll do some escape room stuff. I don't know. Payne asked me like Tuesday what we were going to do, and I had, for reasons, I really was not in a frame of mind to really think about what we're doing Friday at all. But yeah, we'll be doing something, and then probably I'm really gonna try to get some weekend streams going again, because I'm not making fast enough progress. It's faster progress as I would like to be making. So we got to get more